my name is Michelle Yen. I am the Children's Ministry Pastor here at the Crossing Church, and I'm going to give you a little tour of our campus and our Children's Ministry spaces, so you can get an idea of the rooms and the spaces that we want to get redesigned. So we're going to start with our nursery classroom. Why don't you come in with me over here? So this is our current nursery classroom where we have all of our infants and toddlers. You can come in, we have a little tree where they play in the middle, our toys in the back, and we have those spaces where they all put their bags, and those work really well because we keep everything really organized in here. So this is one of our rooms, and there's a bathroom attached to this room. And we actually have 3 rooms that are pretty much right next to each other, and so I'll bring you in to show you all 3 of those rooms. And this is the next room. It's currently not being used by our children's ministry, but it most recently was used for preschoolers. Right now being used as meeting space as well. So eventually we would actually like this to be the toddler room, and the next room that I show you after this is going to be the infant room. So as you can see, we're just kind of like walking through the plaza right now. Currently, this room is kind of being used for storage, but we're going to get this one ready to be an infant room. You can see there's some remnants of children's stuff. There's just a lot of junk stored in here. But it's a pretty decent sized room. There's no restrooms in here. It's just a closet and in the room. Okay, so these are our 3 nursery, preschool type rooms that we have downstairs facing the plaza. And then I'm going to bring you inside into our lobby, which leads into our lower elementary and our preschool classrooms. And this pretty much is our whole children's ministry building. So come on in. This is our lobby area. We actually just repainted this to a new color palette. We're in the process of painting right now. So you'll see some walls have been painted and some walls are just in the process of being painted. So we're going to go upstairs right now, check out the preschool rooms, and then I'll show you our elementary rooms. Once you come up these stairs, we just painted this wall teal, and we're actually going to put something here that reflects the values of our children's ministry. We're going to put some stuff on the walls here that reflect the values of our children's ministry. So why don't you come up these stairs. And currently to my left, right here, in this classroom, we have our special needs classroom. It's a pretty large room, but it's nothing fancy. It's just a pretty simple room with some toys and some things that the kids can play in. We have a TV in the corner so the kids can watch the lesson. Okay, and then this is our preschool hallway that right now we just painted the walls white, so it's actually in the process of being painted. We have a resource room on my right-hand side where we store all of our extra materials. That's on my right. And currently on my left-hand side here is our 3-year-old classroom. So this is our 3-year-old classroom. We have some tables, a really nice TV over there to do our lesson with, toys for the kids. And this room also connects to the room right next to it because there's a bathroom between the 2 classrooms for kids. Okay, so as we exit this room, you can see, we actually had like a door to the bathroom here, but we've shut it out, so the kids are only entering the restroom from inside the classroom for safety and security. So in here, this is currently our 4- and 5-year-old classroom. And then you can kind of like walk through with me. As you can see, we have a lot of square footage. We have a lot of space, a lot of classrooms. And we would just love to see everything pulled together so there's a space that kids can enjoy. Kids feel like they're stepping into something that's pulled together and that's made specifically for them in mind. Okay, so that was 4- and 5-year-olds. We have one restroom here that's for adult and children. And then in this classroom is currently for our 2-year-olds. Come on in. It's actually a really long classroom. This used to be 2 classrooms, but they actually tore down the wall in the middle of the classroom to make it a large classroom to actually accommodate junior high and 4th and 5th grade students. But now we're actually looking into splitting the room back into the 2 rooms to be a better fit for younger children, so there's not so much, they don't need this much running around space. Actually, our church is planning to double at the 11:15 service hour. Right now we have a 5:30 service, 9:15 and 11:15. And in October, we're launching a Hispanic venue at the 11:15 service hour. So we're going to expect that we're going to double our attendance from 100 to 200 kids, birth through 5th grade, at the 11:15 hour pretty quickly within the next year. So we're going to need more classrooms for that purpose. So, okay, so we have another room over here, and currently it's being used, this is our extra long hallway. Actually, at the end of the hallway, there is an entrance from the main sanctuary. The parents can actually, from the upper level, walk across the bridge and have quick access to come through those doors and come in to retrieve their kids after service. So in here we have a duplicate of our previous room. Right now it's being used as storage, but this is just more space that we could turn into classrooms. So you see, it's the same thing, one long classroom that used to be 2 rooms that we probably will split into 2 rooms pretty soon. And this, I think most recently it was used as a junior high room. So you could see there was a bench on the side, but basically we want to turn this back into preschool friendly classrooms. Okay, so right now, why don't we walk into, we're gonna go back downstairs and I'm gonna show you our lower elementary, and then after that go across the plaza and show you the upper elementary classrooms. Lower elementary hallway. We have a restroom to my left-hand side. We actually have 2 restrooms there. And we have 2 classrooms side by side. Right now we use this one for kindergarten and 1st grade, and the one to my right, 2nd and 3rd grade. So the kindergarten and 1st grade room, we can come in here. It is a huge space. The ceilings are very, very high. There's a lot of potential in this room. We also have some acoustical challenges because the ceilings are so high, but it's a great space for our kindergarten and 1st grade classroom. You see the kids love playing video games. We have a bunch of like Wii stations here. And so the kids, right now what we do is we have the kids, they come and they play in here, and they actually go and join the kids in the next room for worship and lesson. They have all their games over there, up against the wall, and then we just have a bunch of tables. Basically, after worship and lesson, the kids come back here and they do small groups. Actually, if you notice up there, that is an open space into our resource room. So originally, when this was built, this was actually a whole theater, and this wall between here, it did not exist, right, Lori? It was just one big room, this room and the room next to it, and that was like a whole balcony where they could direct and do lights from and do tech from. And so we no longer do it theater style, but we have more individual classrooms. So this is our kindergarten and first grade room. And then next door we have our second and third grade classroom. And basically it has the same shape of the room next to it. If you come on inside, these tables were actually just set up for another ministry, and we have racks up there because we're doing skits and plays with the kids. But as you can see, we have all these panels along the wall, and that's for soundproofing because, again, super high ceilings. Oh, look, there's a Mylar balloon up there. Super high ceilings, and then above us actually is our children's ministry staff offices. Everything is open right now. Probably pretty soon we're actually going to have a construction company come in and close all of that and actually enclose a space between the two rooms, but for now it's still open. So currently we have kindergarten, first, second, and third. They do their large group together in this room, but that structure is actually going to change starting September. Second through fifth are going to meet together in a large group setting in our upper elementary classroom called the garage, and I'll show that to you next. Okay, so again, this is second and third grade. And as you can see, our hallway out here, it's pretty white, but our goal is to put just something really cool on the walls here, focus a lot of the decor in the hallway so that it just feels like a really inviting space for kids. So this is our space here. Through the doors, we're doing carpet cleaning, but as you can see, that is our main lobby, so that's going to be a really important space for us that feels welcoming for kids and families. These are our current mobile check-in stations that we bring outside every weekend. This is our gorgeous campus, our beautiful plaza. We have fountains. We have our baptismal there. We do baptisms on a regular basis outside. And our main auditorium is to my right over there. That's our main auditorium. On my left, upstairs is our loft where we have our Hispanic venue that's going to be launching in October. And then underneath the loft is we call it the garage, and that's where our 4th and 5th graders currently meet. And starting in September, our 2nd and 5th graders will be meeting there together to do live worship and also live teaching, video teaching together. So come on inside here. We have, there's a lobby area which could use some decorating and loving. So come on in here, let me grab the lights. Lori, where are the lights? Oh, there's no lights. There's no switch. It's actually upstairs. Okay. So, hang on a second. I'm going to come in here and turn on the lights for the garage. Lori, my keys are stuck here. get the lights on in the room because they're all the way across the room. So come on in. This is called our garage. It's where our 4th and 5th graders currently meet, and it will soon be transformed into a space for 2nd through 5th grade together. And so you see we have a lot of beanbags in there where the kids sit. And so basically the further end of the room is going to be used for worship and teaching, and the other half where we're standing right now, that's kind of like the game play area where the kids hang out before we start the actual service. So that's basically all of our children's ministry spaces, and we're just really excited to hear what ideas you may have for just turning this space into an amazing space for our kids and families. Thank you.